We get asked a lot of really, really interesting questions. Things like, who are you, and what do you think you're doing in my garden? But other questions they like to ask us, and I think every magician gets asked this question, is, who do you reckon is the greatest magician of our time? Now, every magician, after a while, gets asked this question. And 9 times out of 10, they'll say something like, Houdini, because he was so famous. Or David Copperfield, you know, because he made the Statue of Liberty disappear. And he dated a supermodel. No, you laugh, but for a magician, that's a trick in and of itself. Not me, I'm a chick magnet, but why do you people laugh when I say that? Anyways, on a personal note, though, I think the greatest magician of our time was my own father. The late, great Jimmy Galway. A matter of fact, it was Jimmy who showed me everything about magic. It was him who showed me everything I ever learned. A matter of fact, it was him who showed me the very first trick I ever learned. Would you indulge me? Can I show you the very first trick I ever learned? Say yes. Yeah. Well, in order to do this, what I need is, I don't need one of those. I have one of, here it is, here. One of these. A silk handkerchief. A wrinkly old silky. Now, I'll tell you about this silk handkerchief. It comes from a faraway, mystical, magical land called Van Nuys. Apparently you know it. Okay, it's not far away or mystical, but they have an airport and that makes them happy. But now watch, as I take the silky like so, and I move it in a mystical, magical way, pushing it down inside my hand. Mystically, magically moving it like this, pushing it down like that, and waving my hands in a mystical way, and saying, and voila, it's an egg. I feel so bad ripping you off like that. No, you got to be honest here. Normally I don't do this, but I feel bad because the reason this is such an easy trick to do is because it's a fake egg. It's hollow, just like my agent. But I'm going to say this is like the easiest trick, and I'll show you the way to do this. This is so simple. Right? Anybody can do this. In order to do this trick, you need a silk handkerchief, right? And you can get these from any silk handkerchief store. The other thing you need is a fake hollow egg, which of course you can get from any fake hollow chicken. But anyways, take each one and put them in your pocket like this. I'll tell you, it's easy. You then come out on stage, you say to your audience, now for me next trick. A lot of you will not sound that way if you choose it. But anyways, and then you show your hands are empty like I did. This is the international, hey look, my hands are empty sign. Back in Ireland, we do this coming out of banks a lot. But anyway, then you reach into your pocket and you pretend to look for the hanky. And then you say something to your audience like, I'm looking for a hanky. Or whatever, it'll be your show at this time. You can say whatever you want. But then you reach in here and you pretend to look for the hanky. And bingo, you take it out like that. But this isn't the sneaky part. No, the sneaky part is when you take out the hanky, you take out this fake egg of the well. You see, you pull it in what we call a palm position, you see. Back home we practice this in liquor stores a lot. But anyways, now you take out the silky and you make some joke about it, come give them Van Nuys or wherever, and then you start, of course, the process of pushing it down inside the hand. This is where you make yourself look really mysterious and really mystical. And you push it all the way down and you know, you push it all the way in and you wave your hands in a mystical, or if you like, you know, you could, if you were going to do it, you could add like another tier, like take a coin and go, oh, look at me, mystical, magical magician. And I've got a coin. Again, it'll be your show. You can say whatever you want. But then you reveal it, go, voila, and then people break into wild applause and throw money. 1 out of 2. Okay, fine. But now here's the thing. Now, I have to be clear on this. And this is very important because I've had it happen to me. So if you choose to do this, 2 things you want to make sure of. 1, no mirror behind you, okay? Or you have somebody behind you because they'll say something like, is that a how? And never do this. Voila! Because once this happens, the trick is done. You say, you're like, oh. But if this happens, it's a mistake. You learn from it, don't you? You go, oh, hey, look at that. Yeah. Let's get rid of that, shall we? Because we don't need anybody seeing what a mistake I made. And you learn from it, don't you? You see, you learn that sometimes you make mistakes in life. Sometimes you crack a couple of eggs just to make an omelet. And that's the lesson we learned today.